Shyla, you've made sure to finish all of the preparations for a family vacation, right?
Yes, of course I have. We'll be going next week. I've made sure that everything's in order for when we go.
Well, that would be great if true. But you are just a stranger to us, so I have no plans of you joining us. So make sure that you stay here alone while we all go off and have a wonderful time. But if you don't respect what I'm saying now, then you and I are going to have some problems.
Have some problems? Are you really saying that right now? Angel, I've been married to Aaron for over 5 years now. But for some reason, you still seem to not accept me as a part of the family.
You haven't even had any kids with him yet, so of course I don't. It's your fault that he hasn't been able to pass his traits on to any cute babies. I'd love to see some grandkids from you too, but you're not allowing it.
What do you mean that's all my fault? Do you not think that this might all be because of your own son?
I know that it's the woman's fault when there are no kids being born. So I'm not blaming anyone but you for that.
How about instead of being a jerk about it, you ask your son first? I'm not enjoying you sitting on the other side of the phone going off on me for nothing.
Going off on you? You really have a hard time understanding me then. Right now, I'm trying to teach you a lesson. I just want you to hurry up and give me a reason to regard you as part of my family. But with the way you're always acting around me, I'm sure I'll never be able to see you as anything besides a stranger.
Do you really have a need to say that to me?
I do not think of you as my daughter-in-law right now. All I can think still is that my son brought another whore into our lives. And since you're still a whore to me, you're not going to come with us to the family vacation. Don't forget that, okay?
At this point, you're being so rude to me that I'd find it hard to forget your point, so don't worry. But just be aware that all of your plans for the trip are okay, so calm down. I hope that this trip will make you at least somewhat more relaxed and happy around me. Goodbye now. Aaron, can you stop messing around? Your mom has been at it again, expressing her hate towards me. Tell her about the whole thing between us and how we haven't had a baby yet, please. She thinks that right now I'm happy to not have any kids. And now she's even making that a main point to why she's being so rude to me all the time.
Well, come on now. Just leave things the way they are.
But why haven't you told her that it's you that has a problem when it comes to making the baby? We have both had tests taken and we know the answers from them.
But what's the point in me going and telling my mom any of that information? That's something that should be kept between you and I, right?
But it's because of you keeping it all from her that she keeps making me complaints about me all the time. And before she's finished hating on me, she makes sure that I'm aware that I'm not family to her. Every single day my mental health is being tested around her. Can you help me out here and explain what's really going on between us?
By the way, have you made sure to finish all the planning for our family vacation?
Stop trying to change the topic on me. I've already taken care of all that.
Then why don't you start packing for it? Right now, that's the only thing you can do.
You're such a dick, Aaron. I can see that no matter what I say, it won't get through to you. Well, if anything more happens after this, I'll be pushed over my limit. Make sure you're prepared for that if that's what you really want. I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. Where did you guys all go?
We left you because we're not coming on this vacation with all of us.
Huh?
I'm not in the mood to think of you as part of the family. Being able to even take us to the airport was kind of me to allow for you. So, how about you just hang around the airport for a few days until we're back so that you can take us all home?
What? So, You guys already checked your bags and went through the TSA? And left me out here by myself?
We have. Well, we are going to be going on this vacation as a family, so you're not coming along. Thank you for reserving and getting all of this trip handled for us. But you're not coming on the actual vacation with us.
Are you being serious about that? You're aware that I can still check my own bags and come on that airplane, right?
If you do come through the TSA and everything, make sure to go somewhere away from us. It's scary to think that some stranger would want to stalk us on our family vacation. You're aware that we never take a stranger along with us, right?
So you're happy to continue messing with me then? Just to make sure, this is you leaving me here so that you all can go on that vacation without me, correct? That must be what all of you want, right? Has Aaron even said that all of this is okay with him?
Aaron? Why wouldn't he be okay with this? He's my son, after all. He will always feel the same way about anything I do. This is our family vacation, after all. It'd be strange of us to have you come along to Hawaii with the family. None of us want you coming along whatsoever.
You say all of that now, but you were the one that asked me to make all of the plans.
Well, you're not part of my family, so it was the only use I could find for a lost cause like you. You're almost entirely useless. I'd love it after we're gone. You'll learn where you really stand among us. Oh.
I already know well enough where I stand.
I'll make sure that we all enjoy our 3-day trip to Hawaii as a proper family. And make sure that you stick around the airport for when we come back, okay?
Alright, have a fun trip.
We're not getting anything to bring back for you either.
I don't need anything from you guys. I'm leaving all of you guys soon anyways.
Huh? What do you mean you're leaving all of us?
I've had enough of everything you all do. And I'm not just talking about you and your husband, but Aaron too. So I'm going to be leaving everyone.
Finally, my son will be able to get back out there and be free from you. Thank goodness. Now that you'll be out of our lives, we can go back to being a happy family.
Is that so? Well, that's wonderful to hear. Even after I had gotten all those plane tickets and the hotel together for us. And I was going to pay for it all as well, but I guess that since I'm just some stranger, I won't need to worry about paying anymore. Besides, the plane you guys are getting on, I'm going to cancel everything else in Hawaii.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have a fantastic and fun trip for me. Goodbye forever, you piece of crap. What is it?
You know what I want from you! Ever since we got over here, we've been having all sorts of issues.
Is that so? Well, good luck with all that.
Huh?
I'm going now.
Huh? What are you talking about? You answer your phone right now!
That'd be a waste of both my time and energy, so I will not answer. I'm happy to hear you made it over there, though. Well, I'm sure you guys can't do much over there now, but this is you guys' family vacation, though, right? So you guys find something out as a family and make it past those issues.
Wait, stop messing around here. We have no idea about where we need to go to find the hotel or anything else here. And now we're being stopped by some people here and are in trouble. Since we have no idea what to do, they're asking us if we're really supposed to be here. They think that we shouldn't be left through customs at this point.
Is that so? That is a pain in the butt, isn't it?
Why are you acting like none of this has anything to do with you? Hurry up and help us. You're the only one that knows about where we're staying, and we need that information.
You're right about that, but I don't know any of that stuff anymore.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I thought we talked about this right before you all left, right? I was going to cancel all of the reservations, which I've done, and so I don't know what'll happen with you all now. So who about you look for a place to stay at and reserve it, so that you can tell customs where you'll be going. You should also be able to use the hotel's bus to get there. But at the moment, all of what I had planned for us is cancelled, so you have to figure something out as a family now. Go ahead and ask your husband and son what you should all be doing.
Wait, so what you're saying is that we don't even have a place to stay tonight?
Well, you have your family with you now, so start looking for a place that has rooms to stay in. No matter how hard you try to get my help, I'm a stranger now and am not interested in you at all.
What do you mean, stranger?
You told me that, right? That I'm not your guys' family. And so that's why I've sided with you on that, and I'm no longer viewing any of you as my family.
But even still, what's happening here is a huge issue.
My husband was the same way. I was having to deal with you all this time when you picked on me and made me feel terrible. Yet, you never listened to me asking for help and turned a blind eye to it. I was part of your family, but not even he wanted to see that. And I was just fed up with only being used by you guys and never having my own emotions cared about.
What are you trying to say? What's all that about?
I'm trying to say that I'm going to divorce Aaron. After this, you guys will really be strangers to me. And even though I haven't gone through with it yet, I don't have the desire to help any of you. If you wanted to have a family vacations for only you guys, then you should have been the one to plan all of it instead of me, right? You're a freaking idiot, Angel.
What? We are in a terrible situation and you're going to talk like that?
And you were the one that left me here before getting on the plane, right? I'm never going to forget about all the troubles you've caused me. But I guess at this point, you all don't matter to me anymore. I've already canceled everything on you guys and got my money back. So, figure out what to do there on your own. You and I are just complete strangers now. You can have that crappy son of yours back as well. You might have felt as though I was useless and a waste in your family, but in reality, not having me around has made you all useless, right? I'm getting the divorce, and I'll talk with my lawyer about you all. And if they feel it's okay, I'm going to get a settlement from you all.
Wait, Shyla, why are you saying all of this now? Can you calm down for a little bit and rethink what you're doing?
I already told this to Aaron. But the next time something like you messing with me happened, it forced me past my limit. And this right here is what happens after I've been pushed beyond my limit. I can no longer allow you or any of your family to continue treating me like garbage when all I've done is try and help you guys. So right now, you're both on my naughty list. You and your son.
Calm down, Shyla, and become a little bit more level-headed. This is not the time to try and pick a fight with me. First, just calm down a little and think over this, and then let's work towards making things right again. And we can start doing that by fixing the problems we have right now with this vacation.
Go ahead and do that with your family, please.
Don't say things like that. You were the one that put this whole trip together, right? After doing all of this on your own, we have no idea what the plans were and where to go. Do you think you can call the hotel and stuff and cancel the cancellation you made? We have no idea what to do right now with the way things are paying out. We don't even have a place to stay tonight. Don't you feel a little bad for us?
I'm sure you're all having a tough time now. But isn't this what you deserved? If you think of all the hell you put me through, this is what you get.
Do you think that by doing all of this, things will end between us? Can't you see that you're throwing away your family right now?
I'm sorry, but you're not my family. You said that yourself, Angel. Maybe instead of being a complete jerk to me after I went and planned this whole trip out, you should have used that as a way of accepting me into your family. I spent a lot of time making the vacation up for all of us to enjoy, but just as I was getting ready to check my bags, you tell me that you are all leaving me behind. Telling me to wait for you all at the airport? Are you really that rotten?
That was maybe not the right thing to do to you, but I just assumed having the vacation be me and my family would be the most fun for us.
Is that so? Well, thank God, right? You were able to make that happen. You're over there with just your family now, so you can have all the fun you guys want. I had always thought your family was a bit stupid, but now I've seen it all from you guys. You are all such trash that you'd be willing to hurt yourselves just to try and make me feel bad.
There's no need for you to say that to me. I was so relieved to know that you were planning this whole vacation out for us.
Don't forget all the complaints you've been making about me because I haven't had kids yet. You made it seem as though I was to blame for all that, but it's your son who's the one that can't get me pregnant.
Huh?
But he hid the fact that he's infertile from you this whole time. He told me he'd rather have me take the blame for it, and you gladly did as he wanted. But I'm just like you in that aspect, Angel. I do really want kids, and so I'm divorcing him. I'll never have to be around you or that trashy son you have, as I just couldn't deal with you guys any longer. Now, enjoy figuring everything out with your family from here.
Goodbye forever now.
Enjoy the family vacation in Hawaii. Well, that's only if you guys are able to get out of the airport. After that, I took the money I still had to buy the plane ticket with and took a vacation on my own. I left one of my friends, who is a lawyer, to handle the divorce for me, and when I came back from my small 2-day trip, I moved out of the house before Aaron could get back. Aaron and his family were never able to get past customs, and so him and his family had to remain there for the whole trip. Angel did try to get out of there, trying to be secret about everything through some employee exit, but just before she could, she was grabbed by security and taken away. She was given a $1,000 fine for that, and then had to go back to her family, where they all slept on benches, waiting for their flight back home. Of course, after making it back home, they still had to deal with the cancellations fee on a lot of things, and I made sure to put everything under Angel's name so that she was left paying the fines. But because of that, her family got into some massive fights deciding who would pay and who wouldn't, which led to them all really hating one another. I guess the once anticipated family vacation that didn't include me was really one enjoyed by me in the end.
Hey, I'm assuming you have all the materials ready for tomorrow's meeting, right? If, by the time I get in tomorrow, you don't have everything for me, I'll kick you out of here. Do you understand me?
What? But isn't all the materials for tomorrow's meeting meant to be handled by you, Mason? That is not my job. I don't even have any information myself on what's going on in that meeting, so perhaps I'm not the man for that job.
What are you saying? You're the newest employee at this company, right? That means you have to do it all for me, and I shouldn't even have to be saying this right now. If you can't do that work for me, then you're gonna be out of this job before you even make it a year!
But this isn't about me being a fresh employee to this company. I just looked over it once more, but you are the department manager, aren't you, Mason? Are you not aware of that? That means you have to be the one to prepare everything for the meeting tomorrow, which involves you personally.
Don't tell me that you haven't handed everything out yet! What do you think you're doing? You were supposed to hand everyone those files today at the beginning of the day!
What?
You waste of time. Ugh. I'm not the one in charge of preparing for that meeting, by the way. That is the job of the newest employee, and that's you! Why are you not able to understand your own job here? If you just think a little, you'd get that all of that work isn't for me to do.
Well, even if you think it's my job, if you're handing it off to me, then none of that work will be done. I have my own tasks that need to be done today, and they don't include that kind of work. Not even aware of what all you plan to talk about in that meeting tomorrow, and it's getting late.
Don't tell me that you're worse than a new hire. You're supposed to already know what your boss wants you to do and shouldn't have to say a word to me before you come saying that the work has been completed.
I'm not able to telepathically know all that you want me to get done here. And I have work of my own to tend to as it is, like I said. And I also know that you have work sitting on your desk that needs to get done. So if you're trying to push that work off onto me, I'll have to do something about you.
If you can't do my work for me, then you're as good as fired.
What? Fired? Mason, although you are a department manager within this company, you do not have the ability to fire anyone that's below you. You have to file a report to HR and have them bring it to the CEO to be dealt with.
Do you even know how many people I've already fired while in this position? I've never once gotten HR involved while doing it either. I just tell them to grab their things and leave my site, and boom, they're gone forever. So don't even dare tell me that I can't do it to you as well. Those that do not do as I've told them are bound to be fired by me. If you understand that, then get to it and finish my work so that I don't look like an idiot tomorrow.
Well, for the time being, I'll work on getting everything ready for the meeting tomorrow, but after this, if you need my help with anything, please come to me directly and ask.
Now that I think of you, you're working on getting a welcoming party together, right?
Yeah, I was asked to work on setting it up.
I can't believe they want a welcoming party for someone that's only been here 6 months. If you really have time to be putting together a party, then you have time to get more work done for me.
Well, I'm not putting together the party because I want to, though. I was asked to do it, so I'm working on it as part of my job. I was told it will help the rest of the company to get to know me a bit more personally, and so here we are.
Well, either way, it'll be a huge waste.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Whatever place you choose to reserve for the party, I doubt anyone will be coming. You're the most worthless employee within this company in its whole history, after all.
Worthless? And what makes you think you have the ability to judge one's worth within this company? Have you already forgotten that I'm the one doing your job for you by preparing this material for the meeting?
You're not being asked to get all those materials ready. You're doing all of that on your own.
But I was just asked by you to have all of this material ready by tomorrow. And if this isn't completed by the meeting, then a lot of people will be affected. I don't understand what you are going on about, but I want to focus on my work right now, so I'll be going.
I know that you're worthless and don't mind slacking off on company time, but at least get the basics taken care of. Even if that requires you to stay late, you get it all done.
I get it. Now, I have to focus, so goodbye.
We're not coming to that restaurant today, bud.
What? What are you talking about, Mason?
We're all gonna have our own party over here. Go ahead and cancel the party you had planned for all 60 of us, please.
What the heck are you talking about, though? You're asking me to cancel the reservation on the day of the party?
Well, that's because you're a worthless employee. None of us within this company want to go there with you to drink and chat.
And which of the employees have been saying that? I believe that it's only you that doesn't want to be here today. And you seem to be the only one that thinks of me as worthless and worth your time talking down to.
The only person that thinks people wouldn't say that about himself would be someone as stupid as you are.
Is that what you think, then? Am I really that worthless and stupid to you?
You're beyond helping, and keeping a worthless employee like you within this company is a pain for your boss. Can you see now that I don't like having to lead you? Well, you worthless new hire can just sit there drowning yourself in alcohol.
So you really do enjoy talking down to me like that, then, huh?
Well, nobody else is coming to that place you've reserved to have a drink with you. I'm having everyone come with me, and we'll go to another restaurant to drink. You go ahead and cover the cost of that place for us.
I see. Then you are fired.
Huh?
Having to listen to any more of this out of you is going to give me a migraine. I don't think there is any more reason for me to talk with you, so you're going to be let go.
What are you saying? You're my subordinate, right? There's no way you'd be able to get your boss fired when you're beneath me. I guess it's true that you are as stupid as everyone said.
I've only just become the vice president of this company, Mason. Did you know that?
Huh?
Today's party is supposed to be in celebration of that, but you should already know who I am, right? Just today I started to do my job as the vice president, and yesterday was my final day in my last position. And so from today forward, I am no longer considered to be working underneath you. And actually, no one will ever be allowed to work underneath you ever again with this company.
What are you going on about, man? The vice president?
I can see that this whole time you just assumed I was some new hire that came into this company to take the place of the last guy you fired from your department. But I have come from overseas to be in this company.
Huh?
Half a year ago, it was decided that I would be taking on the position as the vice president of this company. And that's the reason I'd always be gone from my office and in meetings with other managers of the company. And you saw that I was speaking with a lot of the other managers within this office, right?
You're lying. I never heard a thing about you becoming the VP.
But as a manager yourself, you should have been hearing all about this from upper management, right? Well, from what I've been able to tell, nobody else within this company really tolerates you enough to come talk to you. And I'm sure that you wouldn't have been listening to anything they said to you anyway. Even if you did get emails from the company about me, you would have never opened them. I'm sure had you actually read the news and paid any attention to your workplace, you would have never spoken to me like you have so far, right?
Hold on a second for me. Are you being serious? Justin, are you really the vice president now?
Well, if you'd have come to the welcoming party today, you would have been informed of that again. But since you went to another location and tried making a party of your own, you never realized that. Be aware that I wouldn't have anything to gain by lying to you about this, Mason. This is all the truth. All of it.
So you're the vice president. I'm so very sorry for the very rude attitude I had towards you just then. But I had no clue of this, so nothing I said was meant to be harmful. Can we both just agree to forget about all of this? Can you just forget about how rude I've been to you? I had no reason to believe that you'd become the new vice president of the company. If I had known, I would have never been as harsh about you and would have done everything I could to support you.
And so what, Mason?
Huh?
I can already see how you behave in the workplace, as well as the bad influence you give off to others in the office building. So, you are fired. And that's final. You are far too rude with how you handled me.
Huh? You really want me fired? And you do it that easily? Can you please calm down for one moment? Open your eyes for 1 second. I'm a department manager here, and I'm a lot older and wiser than you are, Justin. If you think you can just fire me without thinking of the consequences, then you're not fit to be the vice president.
Of course this won't be easy for me, but because of the way you have acted thus far, there is no better chance to get rid of you than now. I can tell that if you're not taken care of, you'll continue to harm new hires, just as you always have. And then, under the misunderstanding that you have the right to fire others when you please, you force the new hires to do your work for you. You've really made it clear to me that you're not worth the salary you earn. I've already gathered enough evidence of your harassment of subordinates, and so once I've brought this up with the others in upper management, you'll be in grave danger. And so that's why I'm helping you go through all that trouble by having you fired right now.
Fired? Are you seriously going to say that to me? You had just been working under me the last 6 months. Do you think it's okay to say that to me now?
And I was only your subordinate for a little while as they prepared me to take the seat as the vice president. And during that time, I saw just how horrible of a person you are. I don't have all the details on the damage you've already caused to the company, but it ends right here. You understand that always having to hire new employees to fill the position of those you fired costs us a lot of money, right?
I do understand that, but this company doesn't have the money to hold on to worthless employees, right?
That's exactly right.
Right? And so I was doing my job and taking care of all those worthless idiots. I haven't done anything besides that.
And just as you've said, Mason, I'll ask that you leave your position as well.
Huh?
You said this company doesn't have the money to waste on worthless idiots, right? So I'm asking that the most worthless and idiotic employee leave this company right now.
Wait, what do you mean, worthless? Are you talking about me?
All you did was force those below you to do your work as you sat at your desk on the phone or on YouTube. And when asked to go on business trips, you'd use the company's card to pay for all the fun you had away from work. You also never ended up finishing the materials that were due for that meeting. For the past 6 months, I've been able to see firsthand just how much you slack off and waste the company's time. I literally sat there with my desk next to you as you would do all these things, so there's no playing dumb now, Mason.
You're wrong! That's not at all what's been happening. What you had seen me do wasn't the norm for me. I never did any of those things to harm this company.
Whether you had the intent of harm or not, it no longer matters at this point. After this, I will no longer allow you to waste this company's time and money. So I'll say this one more time for you. You are fired.
Wait, that's impossible!
Seems that you're having a hard time hearing from me that you're being fired, but right now you should be concerned about the restaurant you reserved.
Huh? Now that you mention it, nobody has shown up yet. Do you know why nobody has come to the party yet? Is everyone still working or something? Your welcoming party was cancelled, right?
Everyone from the office is here with me right now.
With you? What?
What I'm saying is that everyone came to celebrate with me at the party I was asked to put together. Hence why nobody came to your party. Perhaps they don't want to be there because nobody cares about you? Of course, some of them asked me why they were called and told to go to that place, but I just told them that that was incorrect and to still come to this restaurant.
What? How did you...
Well, while you were supposed to be doing your work, or should I say, well, slacking off, I was talking to everyone else about the correct plans.
Why would everyone listen to you, though, instead of me?
Perhaps that's because I'm the vice president and I made these plans, so no matter how you think of yourself, they were going to trust me. Especially when they all said they didn't want to go with you. But you did this to yourself in an attempt to humiliate me. Don't try and drag other workers down with you just because you're too stupid to do your own job.
But having to cancel the day of is going to be too difficult.
But that's what you wanted to happen with me, right?
What's the cancellation fee going to be like? Do I have to be the one to pay it off?
Of course. You were the one that made yourself make the reservation there, so you'll have to pay for it. We're all here now having a great time, so you don't have to worry about coming and joining us. And since you're fired anyway, you can't come.
Don't say that about me! All of the other managers are there right now, right? Then I'll get my things and be there as soon as possible. I want to be there.
Not only are all the managers here, but so is the CEO.
Huh? The CEO came too? I seriously never thought you'd be able to get the CEO to come to that party. If I'm not able to show up, things will be bad for me.
I don't think that the CEO is okay with you joining us tonight, though. I just told you that you're fired, so it's really alright that you don't show up here at all. I know that even though you were a manager for a long time, they're forcing all your work onto me, but this all should make your position in our company a whole lot clearer, right? Now, you go and take some time to enjoy yourself there with the reservation you made. A worthless manager can sit by himself and enjoy a drink. Mason started to lose himself for a bit and tried to get into the restaurant that I had reserved for the party. But that involved him running away from the place he reserved for 60 people without paying, and so the manager of the restaurant called the police and he was taken into custody by the police. Once in their care, he was brought back to the store he ran from and was forced to pay up, or else the store would be taking legal action against him. Of course, this was not what he wanted, and so he began to scream and cuss before he finally pulled out his credit card and handed it to the manager. What I soon realized after talking with upper management was that they were on track to having him fired already, but me letting loose on him today finished the process. So the next day, when Mason tried coming into the office, he was told that he really had been fired and to leave before the police had to be called again on him. At that point, he truly did realize that I was the vice president and left without ever being seen again. The lady at the front desk did tell me about what had happened when turning him away, and said that his suit was a mess and that he smelled like alcohol when he tried getting in. He may have thought he was doing the company a favor by firing all those new hires he didn't deem fit, and perhaps that's why he assumed he'd never be fired. But after what had happened to him now, I'd like to say this was a hard pill to swallow. I did the right thing firing him before letting him cause any more trouble to the company, and I hope that he's aware that people will not tolerate that kind of horrible attitude in the workplace, no matter if you're a manager or not.